Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
Well, I don't think we have much of a choice. I think we're going to have to play the Bourne Conspiracy on Xbox 360 because we can't play the Bourne Conspiracy on the PS3 because I don't have a PS3 yet. But we have the Xbox, so we can play it this one. Is that good? It's a new game from Sierra. How's that sound? It's Friday night, so of course my son and I are deciding what we're going to do with our time. And I asked, if he wanted to go out to a LAN party. And that's where a group of geeks basically get together, bring their computers with them, and then game, pretty much for the entire weekend or week or month or year or pretty much their entire life. But Wicket says, he just wasn't feeling very social, wanted to stay inside, so I just got this game to review from Sierra, and I think this is what we're going to play at home with ourselves. How's that sound, Wicket? Married geeks can't really do much else. So, let's say you are addicted to LAN parties, or you want to know a little bit more about LAN parties and some tips and tricks. Brian Skinner passed along tips and tricks related to LAN parties, including 5 tips for guests and 5 tips for hosts. So I'm going to read you the 5 tips for LAN party guests, and then I'm going to tease you off to my blog at chris.pirillo.com to read the top 5 tips for hosts on your own. So I'll include both of them, but I'm just going to read the top 5 tips for LAN party guests. Number 1, bring your own networking supplies if necessary. These include cables, routers, and hubs. The host may not be able to supply you with everything you need to get set up, so bring a few extra network cables and a router if you have them, just in case. Extra points if you know how to crimp your own. And I threw that in there. Crimping your own network cables, it's a rite of passage for geeks. Number 2, bring a couple of bucks so you can pitch in for food and drinks, or bring a couple of snacks. You never know when you'll be hungry, and neither will everyone else. So pitching in for a couple of pizzas or a few bags of chips and a handful of sodas or energy drinks will help you stay awake longer. Note, if you're on a diet, I don't know the chances, it may be recommended that you bring your own food. Number 3, make sure you've already installed as many games as you expect to play that night. If not, you'll be busy installing the games instead of having fun playing them. You also want to have all your games updated to the most modern version, or at least make sure you have the same version as everyone else. Number 4, make sure your computer is equipped to handle the games you expect to play. Your computer may not be up to par with the game's requirements, and you'll either lag like crazy and, as a result, play poorly and lose every game, or not to be able to play at all. Number 5, bring a pillow and a blanket. It may feel ridiculous as if you were attending a slumber party, but trust me, you may need it if or when you crash. And I think he means, sleeping crash, not necessarily computer crashing. That's a different kind of crash that no blanket could necessarily protect you from. So there's the first 5 tips. The other 5 tips are for LAN party hosts, and they will, of course, be found in the corresponding blog post. Are you getting excited now? Yeah, I know. Wicket's like, he can't wait. He sees the Xbox over there. He's like, his eye is on the prize. We're going to try playing the Bourne Conspiracy tonight, because that's what we do, Wicket. How does that sound? Does that sound good? Does that sound good? Huh? All right, you go get it set up. Here, take it. Take it. Take it with you. Thank you. Got it? Okay. So we're going to go play that game. Now, if you're a LAN party addict, you've got other LAN party tips to pass along, or any kind of gaming tips, or just any tips at all, my email address is chris@pirillo.com. And, of course, you're also welcome to join me pretty much anytime, day or night, meeting the rest of my family, my dogs, my son, Wicket, my daughter, Pixie, my wife, no air quotes there. She is my wife, Ponzi. You can find out more about us because I'm pretty much streaming my life online, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, in conjunction with this chat room full of geeks, a lot like me, a lot like you. And we're live, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at, of all places, live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.